Hello and welcome back to my videos. I'm Klepek and today I will be showing something really special to me. I'm going to be redrawing and showing the planning stages of my first ever webtoon that I made when I was in middle school. Now, I will warn you that this webtoon is really bad. I mean, edgelord to the maximum bad. But it was really special to me, and I think I owe it to myself to show people the planning stages of the story I intended to do, but I never did get to finish it. There are a lot of sensitive topics in here because I was an edgelord, so if you want to click off because any of the things that I list below make you uncomfortable, please feel free to do so. And there might be some more in the video that I forget to mention, but here is the basic list as I go. Self-harm, eating disorders, dealing with schizophrenic episodes, scopophobia, murder, drugs, and brief mentions of transphobia. What a list that is! And there's probably some other stuff, again, that I said will clearly be let known in the video, though, when I bring them up. This video is pretty long, as you probably saw, and cringy, and I will be dying as I go through my planning notebook, but I do hope you enjoy nonetheless. On the side, I will show my speed paint of the redraw of my webtoon, and I will also have a video of me going through my planning notebook. Without further ado, let's get into the video. It's taking so much to open this book on the internet. Oh my gosh. It's taking so much. So why not just admire the rim of it? Yeah, let's start with that. This was in my backpack the whole of 8th grade because 8th grade is when I worked on this. And a pen exploded. You see how interesting that is? See, we don't even need to open it up to see the wondrous memories of pen ink spilling on this and dyeing it forever. It's really ugly now. Oh my god. I really don't want to open this up. Oh my gosh. For the whole of the internet to see. Okay. Please excuse the laptop. That is what is powering the light above me, and the light is what is making this video not look dark. So there's that. I think I'm gonna wait a couple hours. Really prepare myself mentally to open this, but I'll be back in a couple hours. It'll be a couple seconds for you, but like a couple hours for me. Yeah, I can't do this, man.
One eternity later.
All right, it was 3 o'clock when I recorded that first part. It is now 10:56 p.m. Let's get into it. Yeah. I still don't want to open it, but I'm going to preface this and say that I'm doing this so I can share the story that my 8th grade self made. I put a lot of work into that story. I put months of work into that story. I drew tirelessly for a whole summer trying to pump out webtoon panels, chapters, whatever. I think my 8th grade self, despite how bad the story was, deserves to be able to share that story with the world, the internet, share it with the internet. So get ready for this completely unscripted video of me crying over the horrendous webtoon I made. But I shouldn't call it horrendous. I did put a lot of work into it, and it did mean a lot to me. This webtoon was how I coped in 8th grade, because I was going through it in 8th grade, man. But okay, I have no shame. I have no shame. I have no shame. We're opening the first page. I have no shame. Okay, this is a doodle I did on a piece of paper about them. That's Crimson. That's not his final design. That was like a beta design. He was always my least favorite character. I needed a 4th character for the group, and I just didn't know what to do for the 4th character, so that was him. That is Silo. We'll get into them on the next page. That's Soda Light. I love her. You've seen her on my channel before. She was in my past sketchbooks. She is everything. She's still like my biggest comfort character. I don't draw her anymore. I don't really think about her anymore, but when I do think about her, she's such a big comfort. Same with her, same with Carly. I hate that I made myself say it that way, but I'm staying true to 8th grade, and her name is pronounced Car-oo-lee, because there was this girl in my elementary school who went by Carolee? Carolee? Not Carly, not Carolee, like Karuli. This video is gonna be so long, man, but I'm explaining everything. So that's her name. I'm going to say it that way because that's how 8th grade me wanted it, and this video is me doing them justice. Okay. They never liked each other because Silo liked Sodalite, and Sodalite liked Crimson. God, that name is so emo. And then she's just like, Carly's just there watching it all, being like, I know all the gossip. So that was the dynamic until they got together, and I loved them. Anyway, so this was the first time I ever thought about this webtoon, or ever thought about characters at all for this, and it was during state testing, and I was just like really bored, and I was just like drawing this person. Then I wanted to come up with a story for it. So when done with anatomy, maybe make an apocalypse comic. So I wanted to study anatomy, then make a comic out of it. Yes, no, maybe so. I'm talking to myself. Must have. God, hot characters. Buzzcut, they, them. Sodalite, main character. She, they, it, pansexual. The buzzcut was going to be named Neptune or Neptunic. Deja, my current video game character, was initially named Neptune, which is really funny, because I've just like given several characters that name when I didn't know what to name them, so they later turned into Silo, Siloh. Unwanted dog that follows them, ? I think I was gonna make it a mashup between my dogs, Harley and Celie, so that was gonna be cute. And then cute blue-haired chick, 15 maybe, Ace probably too young to date anyway. I'm gonna make her 14 or 13 is I think what I finally decided. Yeah. Not to be homophobic, but the that was my like really gay phase. Like, I'm gay, I can say this, but I was like really gay, like obsessed with like I'm obsessed with Miku now. If you've been on my channel, think that, but about being gay. There. Okay. Anyway, Sodalite likes Guy, but he doesn't notice. Buzzcut likes Soda. Soda doesn't notice and continues to act friendly until Buzz confesses. That was what I talked about earlier. And then make a slow burn. Buzzcut, that's what I'm calling them before I decide a name, has lashes with Buzzcut. Someone always carries makeup, probably Sodalite, and then Buzzcut has a nail through their ear. I was so obsessed with this. I later tied it into their character, but I wanted that nail through their ear. I wanted it through their ear. Quote, why do you have a nail through your ear? Thought it looked cool. Buzzcut 2021. That was 2021? Huh, I thought it was earlier. Anyway, I mean, I guess that was middle school, yeah. Okay, Buzzcut and Sodalite have a crush on each other, kind of, but don't know it. That's after she crushes on the other guy. Abandoned kid, piercings. Sodalite always makes puns on Silo's name, silly, etc. Silo and Marlo don't like each other, but work together. This is all just, like, initial planning. This is, like, a page of, like, everything. That I was just like thinking during state testing. Oh my god, there's a back. I didn't even know that. Oh my gosh. But ugly, nasty drawing. I'm going to uncover it anyway and see what's under it. Girl, it's not that bad. It literally looks the same. Like, I don't see why it's bad. Anyway, I'm gonna have to like, I'm just gonna take it out. I can put it back in, probably. Okay, this video is gonna be so long. I really don't care. Oh, I think that's Jiru from My Hero. Okay, I don't know who that is. I can't decide who to draw. That might be Sodalite. Okay, topics I want in the characters, this is just gonna be like sensitive topics because these are all like edgy things I was like going through at the time. Obsessive love disorder, scopophobia, that I think I later changed. Oh, that's so cringy. Silo abandonment. So far I'm going to end myself. Blue girl, Carly later. People pleasing, abandonment, and then red, that's supposed to be crimson, is schizophrenia. I'm not schizophrenic. Like, I did like extensive research on it though. Like, my gosh, I did extensive research. But the thing I think I was trying to go for with him was like having your walls up when you're not doing well and you don't want to let other people in. So that was kind of like him not letting everybody know that he needs help and that he has a mental disorder that he can't control because it's a freaking apocalypse. Oh, these are cute. Okay, so we're finally past the first page. Every other page might be slower, probably not. Can you see how the pages are ripping apart? But I have to like make sure. I'm just gonna stand for this video, I think, because I have to make sure everything's in view. But that is like initial like characters, I think, like putting them officially on a page. So she has knives as her weapon. I want to give everybody like their own weapon. So she has knives, she, they, it pronouns, pansexual, 5'5", obsessive love disorder, question mark. It's a real thing, you know. Oh my god. Anyway, Carly, later Silo gives her a piercing. Yeah, I think those are the piercings she got, either that or it goes up there, but Silo did give her a piercing. And then Carly means an innocent, blameless person. Her weapon is a baseball bat, you can see it there. She put stickers on it, that's really cute. She, her, she's ace and arrow, she's 4'9". Possibly get into, oh, I cannot read that, it's like so smeared because it's pencil. Okay, possibly get into an argument, have the blame on her, then starts arguing or crying, afraid she's going to be abandoned again. Carly uses plays with string on her wrist when she gets nervous. That was in the actual webtoon. Where Sodalite gave her a string because she noticed she was like picking at her hands a lot and like hurting herself. It was more like a fidget thing or like a nervous tendency than like purposely trying to hurt herself. It was just like, yeah, you get what I mean. Hopefully. So she gave her that to like hopefully alleviate that. Wow. Oh, I don't even want to acknowledge this character. I don't like him. 6'1", oh my god, he's tall. No. Okay, this is Crimson. He has a gun. He's him, and he's bisexual. This was his initial design. This is like the worst part. His face is so long I can already see it. I don't want to. Okay. My inability to draw men is showing. Real. I still can't draw men, and I have three androgynous characters in my video game that I can't even keep up with. Oh my. Wow. F off. Wow. Okay. Edgy 8th grader. You go you. Bright red shirt, dark red pants, dark red coat. Really going for the red there, but this was the design I ended up going with. Not much better. Wait, the hair's kind of good though. Wait, I kind of like the hair. You cannot see that. My goodness. I kind of like the hair. You still can't see that, but that's the best you're gonna get with this view. I kind of like the hair though. The hair's kind of good. I was going for like locks, but I think if I ever redrew him, which never happening, man, I don't like his character. He was just filler, honestly. But later he gets good. Now that I'm thinking about it. But like the ways I designed him are not good looking back on it. But I could make his hair into wigs. They probably wouldn't sit like that though. But if I was gonna redesign him, I'd probably want to like keep the thick because I like it. Actually, if I were to redesign him, I probably would make thin locks and put them in a ponytail because I've thought about it before, and I think that's what I decided on doing. But anyway, this is Healy, the dog I talked about before. this is like a mashup, a really bad mashup between my dogs Seely and Harley. See, Seely, Harley, you get it? You get it? Oh my, that's a cup. Okay, so they have a blep like Harley, but it has teeth though. So my dog, quick backstory, sensitive content for dog abuse. We rescued my dog Harley from a backyard. I mean, we didn't, some other people did, and then we rescued them from them. But he was chained up in a backyard, and he had no teeth because he chewed on a chain, because he was tied up, and so now he has no teeth, and he needs dentures, but it's okay. He swallows his food, he just doesn't chew it. I'm sorry, that's really mean, but he's my dog, it's okay, these are some dynamics. So they're crushing on them, and they just freaking hate them. They hate each other. They hate each other until later, and we'll talk about that. They're crushing on them, and then they're just watching it all. These are where I go over the issues of the webtoon, or the webtoon's characters. So when I was making the webtoon, I wanted to have it focus on mental disorders or things I was going through at the time. So this honestly isn't representative of what I was going through, but it was like the closest thing I could find. But this is me putting myself out on the internet, my gosh. But it's okay. It's the internet. Nobody knows me. That's such a bad ideology. But I wanted to actually research these and find out more about these so that I could accurately portray it, because some of these things, like schizophrenia, I didn't really know that much on, and I didn't want to do a bad portrayal or an inaccurate portrayal, so I did a lot more research than this. I honestly did a ton of extensive research. I've had like several comics where I've just like, I really enjoy researching. Same with my video game. I really like to research things. So these are just like small things about the disorders and the stuff. So yeah. Obsessive love disorder. What is it? A condition where you become obsessed over somebody to the point of needing them. How does this affect them? It paralyzes them. She's terrified of falling in love because it doesn't want to go through that again. She tries to shut herself down when she starts to fall in love, but can't help falling in love. She also doesn't want to affect the other person. She still tries to learn the habits of those around her though, because she wants to seem them when they can. Okay. The pronoun change is really confusing, my gosh. Like, I go by all pronouns, but like constantly switching is like confusing me. Anyway, scopophobia, what is it? The fear of being watched. Symptoms, what happens? They're very wary about being watched because of their past. Sometimes affects its daily life. How do they represent it? They check if they're being watched. He closes the blinds. They watch so they're not watched, I guess. So just don't like being watched. I'm actually skipping that part. I can't do that. Anyway, you can go back and read it if you want to. Anyway, okay, abandonment. So the colors do kind of represent the characters. So pink is Sodalite, green is Silo, blue is Carly. The more I go on about this, the less I want to do this. I don't want to put this out on the internet. Okay, but I'm doing little me justice. This was 4 years ago? Question mark? I don't know. Abandonment. What is it? Being left behind. Whoa, shocker. It's a trauma. Silo doesn't trust to talk to anybody, gets protective or jealous of Sodalite and Crimson because he thinks she'll leave with him and abandon him. Asks where Sodalite is when she's not around and gets panicky and fear of being alone. Carly doesn't trust anyone not to leave her, so she tries to be perfect so they don't want to leave her. Bad self-esteem, pushes herself because she thinks they left because she wasn't good enough. Asks where people are when they're not around and is panicky and fear of being alone. And then she throughout the comic, she would stay up late at night to make sure that they don't leave. It's shown in the first couple of first couple of parts of the webtoon, like episodes, that she would stay up late at night, and that would result in her being really tired in the morning, and Sodalite could feel herself being watched, so she would also be really tired in the morning. But I want to have that kind of foreshadow for the later arcs where we would go over that, but that would be years down the line, so that's like heavy foreshadowing, man. Come on. Self-harm, we all know what it is. What is it? When you hurt yourself, deal with feelings like a unhealthy coping mechanism. Stop from getting emotional to make emotions physical, to feel better in the moment, or distract. Sometimes does it even more because they feel like they're faking, so they do it more to not feel like they're faking. Okay, go off. People pleasing, what is it? The inability to say no and to please others because they think if they don't, they'll be abandoned. Symptoms and why. They don't want to be abandoned, so they want to be useful to others, so others don't find her useless and won't want to leave her. It also creates a low self-esteem, no time for herself, and always wants to lend a hand even if she can't. It can make her very flexible and go along with a lot of things, even if she doesn't like it. She also doesn't like to choose sides or be in arguments because she doesn't want anyone to get mad at her. And she's too agreeable, rarely says no, likes praise. If she feels like others like her or she's helpful, she can relax. Schizophrenia, what is it? A disorder that affects ability to think, feel, and behave clearly. They may experience psychotic episodes that include hallucinations, visual or auditory delusions, and paranoia. My voice is just gonna get worse as this goes on. Symptoms, what happens? Usually don't get any symptoms unless a psychotic episode is happening / coming on. Starts with paranoia, then distortions, then auditory hallucinations. During episodes, the person might have trouble explaining thoughts or trouble following instructions. Delusions and paranoia are linked. Example, during psychosis, this food is poison, don't eat it. From auditory hallucinations. This can lead you to believe these delusions and be paranoid. I want to stress that schizophrenics are people too. Clozapine can help psychotic episodes, but if not used regularly, there can be symptoms. Symptoms include dizziness, lightheadedness, shaking, drowsiness. Okay, transgender. Oh yeah, Carly's transgender. Yeah. She, if I remember correctly, she wore a lot of she had a corset on under her clothes, or no, it's over her clothes. The corset's over her clothes, and she wore a fake chest, I think, for the thing. Yeah, for the webcam. Yeah. Okay, what is it? Changing your assigned sex at birth, male to female. No. Changing your assigned gender at birth, male to female, but whatever. Carly was abandoned for being transgender by her parents, caused abandonment issues. She wears corsets. Oh, yeah, okay. Corsets, 12 hours maximum, and silicone breastplates, no maximum. Her last implant stolen was November 29th. She broke into a hospital with her friend whose mom or dad was a doctor and snuck an implant into her arm to get some puberty blockers. Yeah, okay. Her friend, oh yeah, it's going here. Her friend whose mom's a doctor stole it for her when no one was looking. Her implant is a hormone blocker. Hormone blockers last 12 months. Dysphoria, it's like being one thing but seeing another when you look at yourself. Hope that makes sense. I want to show this by whenever Carly is dysphoric, it kind of looks like there's two see-through versions of her, a man and a woman, and it looks kind of like a glitch shown above. I guess that. Okay. Yes. Sure. Okay. Arcs and things I want to discuss. So each of these I was planning on making a book, I think. I was planning on like several freaking volumes of this. 10 freaking volumes, oh my god! Whoa, that's a lot. These aren't in order though, I think. Yeah. Okay, so arcs and things I want to discuss. 1, Sodalite scared to like Crimson because of obsessive love disorder. 2, scopophobia. 3, Silo talks to Carly about being abandoned, and Carly is a people pleaser and saying, I can't do this anymore. I assume she can't be a people pleaser anymore and she's at her like breaking point. I think that means these are linked together. Silo, self-harm, maybe with Crimson. Yes, it is later with Crimson. Schizophrenia with Sodalite and Crimson. That is like the food is being poisoned, I think is how it starts. And then Carly doesn't eat because Silo said, you eat so much, you're gonna get fat. I'm going to, it was meant as a joke, yeah, but, it got taken the wrong way. Carly is transgender, male to female, and it's explained that that's why her parents abandoned her. And then 9, the hospital arc, getting his schizophrenia meds and transgender implants. That's such a crazy line. So 10 is manipulation. When they meet the other group, maybe show dissociative identity disorder too. So that was another arc. I think I do go over it. But this says, if you can hear my dogs barking, I think they're having a dream. Sorry. Anyway, food, Carly's outburst, I thought you wanted me to eat less, now you want me to eat more. And they talk about people pleasing, transgender, and abandonment stuff. So that's that, I assume. I was excited for that arc. I don't want to read that, but I have to read it. Okay, this is not current me. This is past me. You want to know why I have so many piercing? It's from SH. Wow, okay. I really wanted to make a 10-volume series out of this. Oh, okay. So, arcs in more detail. I redid it with more detail later. So, I think I might skip that because it shows that I redid it with more detail, I didn't redo that one with more detail, so I'll read this one. So Silo and Carly's talk. It starts with Silo's comment / joke on how she eats too much. She then starts trying to eat less and less and starts to often feel bad health-wise. Then Silo starts saying she should eat more. Then Carly snaps at them. Silo feels hurt and then tells Carly to come with them. They sit down with her and asks what's wrong / why they won't eat. This then delves into a deep conversation about Carly, her people-pleasing, MTF, not eating, and abandonment. They talk it through the stuff and bond over abandonment. Carly then slowly tries to better herself by not people-pleasing. That took a second. People-pleasing so much, eating more again, and just being better in general. Okay, arcs in more detail. Silo and this is gonna be a ride. This one deals a lot with self-harm. And it's low-key graphic. Okay. Arcs in more detail. Silo and Crimson's arc. Okay. Just go right at the gates. Okay, Crimson walks in on Silo self-harming. The cut is on their thigh. It is bleeding kind of heavily. No, it was supposed to be really heavily. Crimson slaps the knife out of Silo's hand and says / yells, "What the hell? You're going to get nerve damage or slice your fucking artery open. I can't do this." Oh my god. Crimson pulls out his first aid because he has a massive trench coat and apparently carries that around, and pushes a bandage down on Silo's wound. He goes to wash his hands and tells Silo not to do anything stupid. He comes back after washing his hands and cleans the wound. He then sews it together, puts ointment on, and a non-stick bandage. He also asks if Silo wants a numbing cream or not. Starts with... Oh, no. I think I wanted to include that specifically because I used to read a lot how medical professionals sometimes wouldn't offer numbing stuff to people who self-harmed because it was like, you already did this to yourself, why should we waste more resources on you, or something like that. So I wanted to include that because of that. Okay, so it starts with Crimson asking what's going on. Silo says they're fine. They've been doing this since 3rd grade. Wow. What That's a while. Crimson says they're not fine and that they need to talk about their pent-up feelings instead of taking it out on themselves. Silas says, you think I haven't tried? No one cares. Ooh, go off, emo. Crimson then says, I'd listen. As much as you're annoying, I care about you somewhat and don't want you hurting yourself. Oh. Okay. Silo responds with, do you really though? Crimson says, I wouldn't be here stitching your leg up if I didn't. Silo then opens up and talks to Crimson about their piercing spots, then the self-harm, the urge, faking it, hiding it. It's sometimes even fun, they say, and it makes them feel better. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Later, after Carly and Silo's talk, Silo asks Crimson to help pierce a bullnose for them. They then talk about how Silo feels after Carly and their talk to Crimson. I think that was to show how they're trying to get help and they're trying to like seek out like better outlets. Like before, they would pierce themselves purely for the physical feeling it gets, but I think this was trying to show how they're trying to talk it through and get recreational piercings for recreation now, maybe. I don't know, man, it was 4 years ago. Okay. Oh man, this one's bad. They're all bad! Ooh. Okay. Crashing out. This video is 30 minutes long now. I hope you know we have so much to go. I have no idea how long this video is going to be, but that's a lot of pages to get through. Okay, anyway, on to the next art, Crimson's schizophrenia. So it starts off with little things like distortions in objects, and it escalates to voices. And they start saying stuff like, don't eat that, it's poisoned, don't trust them. Crimson then knows he's building up to a psychotic episode and needs medicine. Don't know how that's possible because usually schizophrenic people don't know that they're having an episode. I'm pretty sure I remember that. Anyway, he comes up with the excuse to Silo that he needs some more first aid stuff because he used it up on them. Damn, the guilt trip goes crazy. So they all go to an abandoned hospital. There are some monsters, but they can deal with them. Silo helps Carly get her MTF implant. This takes place after their talk. I really hope that's not expired. Sodalite follows Crimson for a bit and then leaves when it's clear he wants to be alone. He doesn't find his medicine at this point. He's panicking because it's getting bad. The next week, he doesn't eat because it's poisoned and he's super paranoid. Sodalite catches on and is concerned. She then asks why he isn't eating and he breaks down. He says they're telling him it's poisoned and Sodalite's confused by this. She asks what he means by they and he says the voices, they're everywhere. He then says he needs his medicine. I don't know how he's supposed to know he needs his medicine. I think I tried revamping this a while ago and I never got to this point, but my gosh, that's making me mad. That's making me mad. Anyway, Sodalite asks what medicine and he confesses his schizophrenic medicine and that he couldn't find it at the hospital. He is aware he has schizophrenia. I do remember that. He's like really aware that he has schizophrenia, but I still don't think that he would know that he's building up to an episode, because if he did, why would he be panicking? Like, if he knew they were just voices and that they were imaginary, like, it's making me mad. Okay. Okay. Sodalite asks what medicine and he confesses his schizophrenic medicine and that he couldn't find it at the hospital. She then asks why he didn't tell them he had schizophrenia, and he goes into detail on how they're seen as monsters. This was supposed to be like all mental disorders that aren't just like crying occasionally, which isn't even a mental disorder, are seen as ugly and monstrous, and that's what I was trying to get at for his character, and that he would like put walls up and not really let anybody in, but that's kind of all of them, honestly. Anyway, she assures him that he's not a monster and that she saw a pharmacy nearby where they can get his medicine tomorrow. She uses the lie that she needs tampons. Oh. I'm sorry, that's really funny. She does actually get those along the way with Crimson's medicine. She tells Carly she has those if she needs them, causing Carly to be dysphoric, that she can never have a period or a baby. I kill myself. That she then looks in a mirror and she sees herself as a boy. Yeah, okay. Crimson's meds cause him to be tired, dizzy for a couple of days. I'm pretty sure it would be longer than that, but okay. Goal of the story for me to talk about my emotions through them, through the characters. Goal for them to reach the safe base. You guys don't even know what the story is about yet. Oh my, I probably should have mentioned that. So, Carly and Sodalite, them, meet up in the first episode, and Sodalite explains that she's trying to get to, I think, California. There's a map later in here, I remember, that shows where they're going. But they're trying to get to a safe base across the country. No, they're in California right now. Santa Monica. Yeah, Santa Monica, California. And I think they're getting to Florida, maybe? So, like, I wanted to extend that trip, you know? But, yeah, that. And then they meet up with other characters along the way. The main four are Sodalite, Carly, Crimson, and Silo. And then they all go to the safe base. And I think I have the last arc in here somewhere, but it's going to be a surprise when you see it. Okay. Oh, how the story ends. There, that's how the story ends. Okay. They reach the safe base, but it's overrun with zombies and they all die. Yay! Yeah, that's the twist I was gonna get. Not even really a twist, but they do all die. And then there is help that arrives after they die, and I think I wrote that Carly sees everybody die, and then once help arrives, they think she's crazy and turning into a zombie, so they shoot her dead. Yay! Oh my gosh. Okay. Arcs in more detail. Sodalite's crush. OMG. Gossip. How many more arcs are there? Oh my gosh, there's so many arcs. I can't do this. Sodalite's crush. So this starts off when Crimson saves Sodalite. So by the end of book 1, Sodalite and Carly go into a store or something, and it's overrun with zombies, and Crimson saves her like a damsel in distress for a split second, and then she's back to her girl boss self, and she whips out her knife and flings it at another zombie, and she's not a damsel in distress, but she forms a crush from that. So anyway, oh, it says that there. Okay. Starts off when Crimson saves Sodalite. Not really damsel in distress because she kills the zombie too. She does blush a little when she's saved though. That's when we initially meet Silo and Crimson at a store. They all decide to travel with each other. I'll go into more detail with that later. Sodalite's crush starts off with her blushing some and getting a little flustered around Crimson. I've been talking a lot. But then grows into a full-out crush. She starts to get panicked because she doesn't want to have to deal with a crush again since the last one ended so bad. She starts thinking things like, we're too close, you can't fall in love again. She starts trying to avoid him when she can. Silo eventually catches her crying and asks what's wrong. Silo does like her at this point, and she says she's scared. She's scared, and Silo is confused. They ask why, and Sodalite says that she's scared to fall in love again. She admits her past. She also says she doesn't want to get hurt again. Silo then comforts her and says that happened a long time ago. Things are different now. If you really want to tell Crimson how you feel about him, I'd say go for it, but if you want to wait, that's okay too. Do what you're comfortable with and let the past go. Sodalite thanks them and gives them a hug. When she's not looking, Silo looks away in pain. during the hug because they like her. I'm sorry, that's freaking harsh. She still ends up waiting. She tells Silo she'll keep waiting to see how things will go, and this makes Silo feel a little better. Also, when Sodalite blushes at Crimson, Carly's near them, and they have that like knowing face, like that thing right there. There's something on the side. I need to like turn to read it. I don't think I want her to have obsessive love disorder. She doesn't seem like she has it based on the research I did. I think I'll just make her really heartbroken. Okay, can you tell by the amount of pauses I have to do that these characters are like so heavily just me projecting? Oh my days. Anyway, on to another arc. This is so much reading, my voice is gonna be gone. Anyway, okay. Arcs in more detail, Sodalite's scopophobia. Throughout the comic, she is shown closing curtains, just specifically curtains and blinds. Then one night, she feels like something's watching her. She'll keep looking to the sides to make sure. After, when she's gone, she's terrified and feels like everything's watching her. Have eyes looking through window at her. She says stuff like, why are there so many eyes? Why are they all watching me? That's weird. Then she leaves her place / wherever she is to find Crimson. He instead finds her and complains about how she's making a lot of noise, but when he looks down, he's shocked to see she's crying. Oh, wait. Okay, he's shocked and asks why she's crying. She's scared. This is like so repetitive, man. They're all like asking each other, why are you so messed up in the head? She's scared and is clinging to her shirt. When she answers, I feel like I'm being watched, like there's a million eyes pointed on me. He notices her clinging onto her shirt and gives her his trench coat. Oh, sorry. Anyway. I kind of cooked with this. Wait, I cooked. I lost my spot though. He asks why she feels like that, and then she admits what happened when she was a kid, then says something like, that's awful, nobody should have their privacy taken away like that. He continues with, but they're not watching you anymore, you're safe. Lastly, he says, you're probably still gonna feel scared despite what I just said, so if you want, I could stay with you tonight. Oh my god, if it'd make you feel less alone. Wait, I take back everything I said. I love this man. She lets out a small smile to this and agrees. They head back to their sleeping bags and sleep next to each other and just talk until they fall asleep, not romantically. After this, Sodalite stops closing curtains and is less afraid of it at night. And I'm gonna have Crimson talk on the more actual thing, even though that never happened, and maybe have them wake up others to show some growth that they can open up to each other a bit. Because this whole thing is just basically them hiding one thing after another to each other. I think this was gonna take place when they were with the other group that I'll explain later. The evil group, when they're with the evil group. Yeah, that's when it's gonna take place. And I think like the unfamiliar setting or the fact that they were kind of being watched would make her paranoid. Yeah. Okay, this is terminology on zombies. Terminology, just like what they were. Okay, so zombies. So they're the setting has random glowing cats that walk around because transgenic cats were tested on. The glow in the dark was to make sure that inserting the extra gene succeeded. So there's actually, I did research on this and I'm proud of this research. So there's such thing as glowing cats that scientists have tested on. And so what they do is, this is like gene mutation, like editing genes and like seeing what you can do with genes. And so scientists would sometimes test on cats, and this is a real thing, and insert an extra gene into cats to make them glow in the dark. You can search this up. There are glow in the dark cats. It's really fun. But I wanted this to be like, You see them in the beginning, and they're kind of freaky, but Sodalite pets them anyway. It's stated in the Webtoon, actually, yeah. And that was kind of like hinting at the fact that the zombies were made by scientists. So the actual zombies, there was a lake closed off for gene experimentation on fish to try to make them grow bigger, to feed bigger amounts of people. They did this by experimenting with transgenics, like stated above with the cats. So transgenics is the experimentation with taking and adding genes/chromosomes. So they experimented by adding and taking away genes, but that didn't affect the fish. Eventually some fish escaped with they were caught, packaged, and thrown into a produce aisle. They were then, of course, eaten, and that's when the apocalypse began. When people ate the fish, the extra genes mutated the people into the first zombies of the apocalypse, which then spread everything. So they shoot out acid on the holes of their head. If it hits you and gets into your bloodstream, you'll turn into a zombie. They dry up during the night or during the day, but don't die, and then slow but can shoot far. Chapter in-betweens, like the cute things they show in between chapters. Format, one cute page and an overview drawing of the next chapter. Overview drawing doesn't have to be about this specific chapter. Idea, oh my gosh, have Silo and Carly eating cupcakes after their talk. Oh wait, that's cute. Sorry, I love them. I love these characters. They might be cringe and their stories are really bad, but they're only bad to share online. I still love their stories. It's only really embarrassing to share it online to, I don't know how many people this is gonna reach, but I like their stories. I don't care. So in between, cute ideas, Q&As, little info on characters. This is just like ideas for in-betweens. So every time I finished a chapter, I would post like a little in-between thing, and I did like 2 or 3 of those, I think. And so these are just some ideas. Cute character interactions like Silo and Crimson insulting each other. That'd be pretty awesome. Early sketches. The more this goes on, the more I realize how much I miss and love these characters. I need to do something with them again. Even though this video took me so long to make, like so long to like draw the webtoon. I don't know how I did this every week. My gosh, I did like 2 pages a day. And so this was over the summer, so I would have to like stock up on episodes so that I could also post during the school year, because I couldn't draw during the school year because I was going into a really rigorous high school that like allowed no free time. So arcs can be made into multiple arcs or blend into others. That was just like a note to myself. So in order, Sodalite and Carly meet, Sodalite's crush, Silo and Crimson's talk, Silo and Carly's talk, meet group, evil group. There's 2 groups in this. And then Crimson's schizophrenia and Sodalite's scopophobia, and then the ending. Oh, they're bonding right as they're about to die. Anyway, possible volumes, beginnings, and endings. 1, Sodalite and Carly meet, and then it ends when they find Silo and Crimson. Book 2 starts when they find Silo and Crimson and ends when Silo and Crimson talk. Book 3 starts when Silo and Crimson talk and ends when they meet the evil group. Book 4 starts when they meet the group and then ends when Crimson's schizophrenia. Book 5 is Sodalite's scopophobia, and then the ending is the ending where they all die.
Hey, quick warning, this arc does involve mentions and depictions of domestic abuse. If you don't want to listen to that, I will put the timestamp on screen for when the arc is over. Thank you.
Arcs in more detail. Meeting the group. Oh boy. Okay. More reading. Can you see how much I have to read? My goodness golly gee. Okay. The original group spots the new. Okay, so the original group spots the new group kind of far away. Sodalite suggests they meet up with them, and everyone agrees, but Crimson says he has a bad feeling about them, and Sodalite asks why. Crimson says he doesn't know, he just gets a bad vibe, so they go meet up with the new group anyway. Don't listen to him, I guess. When they meet up, Fritz suggests that they stay a while. Fritz is a character in the group. Shikyo, another character in the group, says that they probably have places to be. I'm sorry, I have to stop here. Shikyo is such a stupid name. I literally just searched up like death and kill in Japanese, and it turned up to be Shikyo. So that is the name they ended up with. That is so bad. That's so bad. It's just like a literal translation of a word. I don't even think it's a name. I think it's just a word. That's so bad. Anyway, when they meet up, Fritz suggests they stay a while. Shikyo says they probably have places to be, trying to get them to leave so they don't mess up her plan to kill everybody. They end up staying anyway. Shikyo is toxic to Aro a lot. They're in a relationship, and the OG group notices, but they don't say anything because it's not their place to. Shut up, say something. Shikyo one night takes Arlo alone for a date. They dress up in a tuxedo and everything. Don't know how they found that during an apocalypse. That's when they kill Arlo. They come back crying to the group later that night about how a zombie killed Arlo. They missed one detail though on their tuxedo, and the knife is poking out of their pocket. So before the date, on the side it says, Shikyo says, even if there's others here, we can't let them ruin our date. I've been planning it for months. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Okay. Crimson mentions, I don't know what this is supposed to be, but basically Crimson knows that they killed Arlo. So Shikyo's eyes go wide for a second. She quickly says she was trying to kill the zombie. Oh, Crimson noticed the knife poking out of their pocket. So Shikyo's eyes go wide for a second. She quickly says she was trying to kill the zombie, but Crimson says, zombie blood is yellow, not red. Ooh, detective. Sodalite says, Crimson, what are you talking about? She just saw her girlfriend get killed. Crimson then responds with, no, I think she killed her girlfriend. He turns to Shikyo and says, I've seen how you acted towards her. Toxic, manipulative. I even saw mysterious bruises on her at times. My gosh. Shikyo, no, she's stuttering. Oh my god. Why would I ever do that? I loved her. I'm getting into this. Crimson, no, you didn't. You used her and killed her. Shikyo says while pulling at her hair, shut up. Why do you guys have to come and ruin my plan? I can't stop laughing. I can't. I planned this for months and then you show up. She starts laughing. Like me right now. Is this revenge for me killing your last group, Crimson? Do you even remember that? Crimson suddenly remembers his last group, the one person he could talk to, and he also remembers being drugged by Shikyo. She drugged him with propranolol. Yeah, after seeing everyone killed, he staggers back shakily. What does this say? Oh, that's her just saying shut up. What is this? Yeah, that's just bruises. Okay. He staggers back shakily. He's stuttering now too. Thought. Hey, where'd it go? No, I was getting invested. Wait. No, wait. Oh my gosh. There's a new version. The old version. I have to read this all over again. Okay. I can't do this. Okay. I read it once, I can read it again. Okay. The original group spots the other groups from the distance and decides to meet up with them. This is after the starvation arc, so Carly's still really malnourished and tired. Lost pounds, apparently. Don't know why the specific number. The group feels really bad for still making her travel so far. They meet up and Fritz says, your friend over there doesn't look too good. You want to rest for a bit. This is really hard to read. I'm gonna sit down and try to read this. Shikyo then says, Fritz, I'm sure they have places to be. That's when Crimson looks at her and thinks, why does she seem so familiar? Starlight responds with, we're not in a rush. It'd be great if we could crash with you guys for a bit. Shikyo says, oh, sure, you guys can stay. Sweating, nervous, literally dying on the inside as her plans are falling apart. Fritz then goes over to Carly and asks if she needs help. While that goes on, everyone introduces themselves. Over the next few days, they relax and get Carly's body weight slowly back to her normal body weight. While this goes on, Crimson notices Shikyo being toxic and manipulative towards Arlo. Crimson is concerned by this and decides to try and talk to Arlo about it when he can. He picks up that they're going on a date and decides to talk to her after that. He also decides to video/voice record the date for any abuse so that if she tries to deny it, he can just play the tape. On the day of the date, Arlo is a bit embarrassed about having a date that everyone knows about. Shikyo says, even if there's others here, we can't let that get in the way of our date, can we? I've been planning it for months. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Okay, anyway. Cough, you mean planning her death? Cough, cough, cough. Heavy cough. Okay, Shikyo wears a tuxedo on their date because I want to draw them in a tuxedo. Okay, pop off. They then leave for the date and everyone else resumes their night with a little joking about their date. About an hour or two later, Shikyo comes back sobbing and drops her backpack onto the ground. Shikyo says Arlo was killed by zombies, but Crimson doesn't believe that. Side note, why didn't anybody tell them not to go on a date at night? Because, you know, explained earlier that the zombies are active at night. Yeah, you know. Anyway, while Shikyo is retelling what happened, Crimson looks through the tape he took and finds out Shikyo killed her. He doesn't believe she was eaten before he saw the tape because the area usually has no zombies. Crimson then speaks up and says, that's bullshit. You killed her yourself. Shikyo, shocked, responds innocently, what? What? Because she's stuttering now. Why would I kill my girlfriend? Crimson continues, I saw how you manipulated her, so I put up a phone in your bag to record and make sure I was right. But I didn't think you'd go as far to kill her. Shikyo is panicking at this point. She's stuttering again. I saw her get killed. Why are you trying to frame me? This is a long arc, man. Okay, Crimson. No, you used her, manipulated her, and killed her. At each comma, so you used her, he pushes her. You manipulated her, he pushes her. So at each comma, he pushes Shikyo. So Shikyo, shut up. Shut up! Shut up! She yells while pulling at her hair. Suddenly, she smooths her hair down again. I have an escape plan. It's okay, she thinks to herself. Is this your pitiful attempt at revenge for me killing our last group? Do you even remember that? Crimson staggers back, remembering everything she made him forget. He remembers his last group, talking to her, them being killed, and him being drugged by Shikyo. This buys Shikyo time to get over to Fritz. She clings onto him, and he's like, get the fuck off of me. Shikyo whispers into Fritz's ear, if you don't help me escape, I'll tell everyone your little secret. Wait, what's the secret? Even I don't remember that. Wait, what's the secret? I need to know that. Fritz freezes and Crimson charges forward to grab Shikyo. Stop, Fritz yells. What if we just let her go? If we kill her now, we'll just be stooping down to her level. Girl, you're just trying to save yourself. Crimson says, you're joking, right? She killed my fucking friends. The one person I could trust. She killed Arlo. She'll kill you if we let her go. Shikyo to Fritz. You're afraid of being seen as weak, broken. That fear controls you like a dog on a leash. Oh my god. And I'm holding that leash. I can drag you into the street if I want. I can tie you to a post. Oh. Harley reference, hello, and leave you to starve, but if you help me escape, I'll let you go. Give her to me, Crimson. Give her to me, Crimson threatens. Shikyo suddenly chokes out blood. You little shit. She turns to face Leo. I forgot who that is, but they're another person in the group. You can't survive without me. You're nothing without me. I led us through this hellhole. Oh, Leo stabbed them. Oh my god. So there's a pause here where Fritz is confused on what to do. Leo drives the knife deeper into her abdomen. Fritz, get this psycho off of me. Help me, you little shit. Leo covers Shikyo's mouth as they continue to struggle, then start to kick less and less as they bleed more, and Leo lets go of them. You'll all die, Shikyo says as she passes away. Everyone stares at the gruesome scene, horrified at how their night turned out. Okay, I don't remember Leo at all, but I like that Leo covered Shikyo's mouth when they stabbed them, because Fritz was like scared that Shikyo would tell their secret, whatever it was. I don't even remember, but they probably covered their mouth. I probably wrote that, and that they covered their mouth so that Shikyo couldn't tell their secret to everybody. That's actually really nice. Oh, okay. I never went in detail on the ending, but it's like in my head pretty in detail, so I remember that. I might go over it, maybe. World building. This was me trying to world build. My English teacher, who is really nice to me, told me for world building, just think of the impractical things that they would have to go through. I'm gonna have to stand again just to make sure you can see this. Okay, anyway, yeah. What are the impractical things that they have to go through? So how do they go to the bathroom? They either shit in the woods or use less nasty toilets, and they can't flush the toilets. So this is the map I was talking about. So they start here. They start here, Santa Monica, right? Yeah, California. And then where do they go? I don't think it's on this map, but this is a map of the level of bad zombies. Like how bad is the area in terms of zombies. So I based this off of population. So this is all population based. So green is almost safe because there's not as many people there. That is pretty dangerous, and red is like you're gonna fucking die, man. You're gonna die, man. You're dead. Okay. What the fart? Why? Side note, who gets daddy issues? Okay. I ended up going with heterochromia. Don't remember who that is, but yeah. Has lots of piercings because dad hates them. Maybe a tattoo. Curses a lot. Dad thought it wasn't ladylike. Okay, but like once Carly and Sodalite meet, what happens between that time and when they meet Crimson and Silo? Let me think. This is when they meet the not evil group of the first arc. So in the first book, there will be a group of Plague Doctor bandits. Hey, so that's actually not what happened. So Plague Doctors had to bargain for good salary, so have them bargain for Sodalite supplies. Plague Doctors don't really cure people, they usually just counted death tolls. I want to be able to see some of their faces through the masks, so you can decipher them, but then keep the masks on because they think if they take them off they'll catch the zombie disease. Okay, this is my second recording for this video, and I'm already at 35 minutes. Oh my. This was me. I was bored, so I did 99 bottles of beer on the wall, and I got all the way down to 64 bottles by this page. Yay! See that dedication? I should have made it to 1. Guys, check out my finger. This is like the pencil just from like going like that when I'm reading, because there's so much. This is why I try not to go in pencil anymore when planning things or like writing things down, because it always smudges, and like I've been reading, it's really hard to read after a while because it does smudge a lot. So I'm trying to write in pen more because this happens and that's annoying, and because it smudges and I can't read it. Hello, I'm back. It's the next day.
If you notice how my voice doesn't sound quite right, it's because I was talking so much. My voice, I think, is gone from talking so much. Not gone, but it hurts to talk a little. But that's okay. It's okay. We push on. And then once I finish this, I'll be free. So it's okay. I just need to find where we left off. But my voice is like messed up. It's messed up. Okay, anyway, we finished the bottles. Should I sing the bottles? Wait. Did it! Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that. Okay, okay. Now that I have the bandits' characters' designs and motives, I think I'm just gonna make them desperate to save their friend. That's the actual arc. They weren't actually like evil bandits. They were just trying to help their friend who was like terminally ill. They do this. It's a disease though, and they do wear masks because they don't want to infect their friend, I guess. So the first volume, Sodalite saves Carly, and then they become a duo. Yay! They camp out on the top of the Ferris wheel that night, and Sodalite and her talk. They mention how Sodalite says that she thinks they'll die but wants to try anyway to get to the safe base. Also show Carly staying up watching Sodalite, afraid she's gonna leave. The next morning they check shops for stuff and they set out on their journey. They walk and get to know more about each other. They also talk about what ifs after the apocalypse. They also see shriveled up zombies because the sunlight. And just before the bandits come, Sodalite brings up she feels like she was being watched last night. Carly begins to explain herself, but they're then ambushed by the bandits. Carly and Sodalite both have backpacks of supplies. They're in another city when ambushed, and look at Google Earth later, because I'm bad at geography. The bandits come down from the sides of the building to surround Sodalite and to surround Carly, and the bandits already have weapons and don't look friendly. Sodalite says, "Hey, what's the big idea?" in a kind of joking / friendly way, while side-eyeing to see if Carly is okay. Lola says, "We don't want to fight, just hand over your stuff and we'll leave you two in relatively good condition." Don't you have enough stuff already? Asks Sodalite, still trying to smile and think. Yeah, but we want that stuff specifically. Hunter says. Sodalite says a third on the side. Sodalite saying that they can have a third of their stuff, and then Lola / Hunter are like, no, half. Oh wait, no, they're like, no, they want it all. And then Sodalite's like, half? You want to go halfsies? Okay, and then Lola / Hunter say no again, and then Sodalite side-eyes Carly again, and then Soda says, can I go talk to my friend over there real quick? And then Lola shifts and is nervous and swallows, and then, yeah, but hurry. She thinks we really need to hurry, it'll only get worse. This was a scrapped idea. I was initially gonna make the first group kind of evil and desperate. Not evil, but like really desperate to save their friend, but I ended up not going with them, like holding them at like knife point. So yeah, so I think this is when it actually starts, like the official version. Yeah, okay. For the shops, I might make Sodalite scream thinking she saw a zombie, freaking Carly out. Ooh, that would be funny. That would be really funny. Sorry, that would be really funny. The story starts off in Santa Monica, marked on the map. Carly is cornered by monsters in an abandoned arcade. Sodalite comes and saves her. They decide to team up together. They notice the sun is starting to set, so they climb the Ferris wheel to camp out for the night. On the way over there, they introduce themselves.
Sorry, the parentheses like throw me off. I can't decide if it's like a C or not. Anyway, once we're in the Ferris wheel cart, Sodalite explains that she's traveling to a safe base in Florida. Carly says she'll join her and that she's glad she won't be alone anymore. They eat granola bars from Sodalite's bag, and before going to bed, Sodalite says they'll probably die trying to get there, but it's better than doing nothing. She apologizes for bringing the mood down, and they both go to sleep because it's getting too dark to see. Carly ends up staying up, watching Sodalite, afraid she'll leave her, and it shows with her baggy eyes in the morning. Sodalite mentions it, but Carly kind of brushes them off. They leave early morning is what it says. And on the side it says, protective dynamic between Sodalite and Carly, heart, not romantic, because Sodalite's like a legal adult, like 21 plus, and Carly's like 13. So it was always meant to be like a protective bond, like I wouldn't say sisters. I don't know if I consider them sisters, but not like sisters, not blood related. I don't know if I consider them that dynamic, but it's like, it's nice. Yeah. Anyway, on the way to Los Angeles, show a montage of them walking through scenery and talking. In this chapter, each panel gets its own color scheme. When they arrive at Los Angeles, show them talking about messing around with Carly's hair sometimes, and how Sodalite misses her long hair. And I said, low-key, same. I am growing my hair out, actually, right now. I want it down to my ass. Anyway, also, when it shows them talking again, show 2 panels, first focused on shriveled zombie with a blurry background, then make the zombie out of focus and put the focus on Sodalite and Carly in the background like a camera focusing thing. Ooh, go girl, get that composition. I assume that's what that is. Anyway, fishes that sense is smell. So zombies have an epic sense of smell. Okay, research, go off. Okay, so it's almost sunset when this is happening, and Sodalite starts to talk about feeling like she was being watched last night, but then she looks up at the sky and realizes it's sunset. She tells Carly they can talk more later, but that they need to find shelter now, especially with all the zombies around. Still shriveled, but you can like clearly see there's like a ton of zombies. They're in downtown part of Los Angeles, so it's mostly office buildings and stuff. Carly suggests camping out up high in one of the skyscrapers, and Sodalite agrees. They choose one with lots of windows, so potential zombies are still shriveled up inside. Sodalite says that they really need to hurry, and they start to run inside. As they go up the stairs, they hear a crash and then a zombie gurgle. Uh-oh. Sodalite and Carly instantly go silent and back against the wall. Sodalite does that thing where you put your hand on somebody's mouth to keep them quiet. You know what I'm talking about. And then they stay frozen until they hear voices. Confused, they look up the stairs, and at the corner they see a group of people coming down. August notices them and rushes downstairs, then rushes downstairs towards them, startling Sodalite and Carly. Are either of you health professionals? That's the first thing he opens up with. That's the first thing he shouts. He shouts it, by the way. He shouts it. August asks a bit too loud. Lola says August, but is cut off by a loud noise coming from nearby. It sounds like a gurgling noise, and everyone recognizes it as a zombie noise. The noise came from below them. Come on, says Lola, as they all run up the stairs. Frasier waves at Carly and Sodalite, who are confused. They follow them up the stairs. Frasier is I've had 2 characters named Frasier. This Frasier is like, that's my lizard, sorry man, is like, she's being noisy today. She's been like ruminating or like really depressed lately, and has just been laying in the corner of her cage. I'm actually really happy she's making noise right now, even if you guys are probably annoyed by hearing that background noise. Don't be annoyed. My geriatric lizard's finally moving. Okay, anyway, I've had 2 characters. Frasier in this is like a tall, curly redhead, and then the current Frasier I have for my video game is like emo. That's the best way to describe it. Emo poser is what he is. Anyway, they go down more of hallways and turn sharply into a dark, empty room with a window. It's a big window. They shut the door and lock it, not noticing the zombie. It lunges at Frasier, but Lola stabs its neck off before it can reach her. Not a stab, more like a clean cut to the neck. Elliot notices her hand bleeding from the knife since she grabbed it too quickly and asks Sodalite if she has any bandages while August helps Frasier up. Sodalite hands Elliot some bandage / first aid from her bag, and Elliot wraps Lola's hand. Carly speaks up and asks, "If you don't mind me asking, why do you guys need a doctor? ? I'm gonna get my sketchbook of like their designs really quickly, just so y'all like know, so you can put like name to face. Yeah, that's a good idea. Sorry for the terrible quality. It's pencil, but this is supposed to be Shikyo. Yeah, that's her. That's her again. Yeah, she's something else. This was me trying to figure out Fritz's face. I couldn't really get it right, but I think I was going to settle on this, but that was like volumes and volumes ahead, so it didn't really matter. And then that's Frasier. Yeah, that's Frasier. That was another character I was planning for another group. And then that's Lola. Yeah, that's Elliot's hair specifically. This is Elliot. Yeah. And then that is August, the one who just yelled at the top of his lungs in the empty dark hallway and scared a bunch of people and got zombies after them. Then this is Bradley, the love of my life. He'll be mentioned soon, and then I'll start crying. Anyway, I can just put pictures. Actually, if you're gonna read the webtoon, they already show up. But Sodalite and Carly, I'll put on the screen right here. Yeah, I think that's it. I already did a sketchbook tour for this one. It just came out like yesterday. When I'm recording this, it just came out yesterday. Okay, back to this. She just asked, "Why do you need a doctor?" The group mood suddenly shifts to a darker tone, and August answers, "Ah." Just ah. Sorry for yelling back there. We just haven't seen anyone for a while and I got excited. We're looking for a doctor who can help our friend Bradley. He's really sick. Starlight says, "Oh, ... I'm really sorry to hear that ... Is there anything we can do?" Frasier answers this time next to Lola. "No, there's nothing you two can do. We're headed back to him in the morning." She looks sad and looks down when she says it. Frasier's like, she doesn't talk much, I think. Like, she's like solemn. Have Carly and Sodalite talk about how they haven't seen many people. Carly speaks up again, nervous because of the mood change. Could we come with you guys? I just haven't seen many other people in months, and your friend seems like a good person, seeing as you all care about them so much. Frasier smiles slightly. Would you like to hear about him? They sit on the ground, away from the nasty-ass zombie guts. And then Elliot begins, "Before the apocalypse," and it fades into the group before the apocalypse began. I think that is setting up the next chapter. And then it starts with Bradley walking to Frasier's family breaker. Lola opens the front door, already in uniform, ready for her shift. That starts in less than an hour. She's a cashier and barista. Bradley twirls her in a greeting. "How's culinary school going?" asks Lola. Bradley responds, "Everybody's food is so good. There's some really talented people there." Elliot spots Bradley and runs over to give him a hug, side hug, but whatever. August waves from where they were all sitting. "Where's Frasier?" Bradley asks. She's in the back preparing for the day. Frasier comes out and says, "Bradley," with a smile. "Want a coffee?" Bradley says sure, then goes to sit down at the chair. August says, "You look tired." Bradley, "Yeah, I just had a leg day at the gym, then biked over here." He's laying on the table. Oh, okay. Sure. Oh yeah, when Elliot and Bradley hug, Elliot like cringes the fuck away because he's like really sweaty and gross. Yeah. Next page. We have flashback of how they met while they walked. Okay. Frasier walks over and gives him the coffee. "Thank you," says Bradley. Show them all talking, and being cute. Suddenly, Bradley asks what time it is. Elliot says 5:45. Bradley cusses and says those classes are at 6:30. Who has classes at 6:30? Oh my god, this poor man. He chugs his coffee and says he has to go. He throws his cup away while running, showing him speeding off on his bike. Have flashback and have Elliot say the quote from the other page. Starlight says that Bradley sounds like a great person, that they really hope he gets better. August says he is pretty great. Frasier says they're going to go to sleep, and Lola says she will too. Lola had like a massive crush on Frasier in this, by the way. Yeah. Are you tired yet? Starlight asks Carly. She says not really. So Starlight asks if she wants to learn a string trick, because while she was in the shop in Santa Monica before they went to Los Angeles, Starlight got Carly some string. I mentioned this earlier, to kind of like stop her from picking at her hands so much. Yeah. Okay. She says not really. So Starlight asks if she wants to learn a string trick. She says yeah. Elliot asks if they can watch. They agree, and so they learn cat whiskers. I think that's the first one I learned. Yay! Okay, Starlight hears wrestling. Starlight's having nightmares about people projecting her and being watched. Then, ooh, what does that say? Then hears wrestling and people talking outside of her dream, and wakes up. She wakes up to Lola telling her they're about to leave to head to Bradley. She also hands her a PB&J Sammy, not sandwich, Sammy. They peer down the stairway to dried zombies. So August says it's way less scarier now. Frasier agrees. They walk down the stairs and through the entrance. Use outlines from the past page. Oh, that was just me being lazy. August opens the door, shows them in the street, walking around dry as zombies. Starlight asks how they met. Starlight says, "Let me think. It was a really long time ago. Bradley had just moved and was the new kid at our high school. He became pretty popular pretty fast due to how nice he was. One time it was windy and Elliot had lost grip on his drawing. Bradley came from behind and chased after it until he got it." On the side it says Elliot's contact for August is bro. August put it in, and August's on contact for Elliot is broski. Okay, man. Really showing our age here. Really showing the era this was from, actually. Yeah. Okay. So, continuing from the other page, chased after it until he got it. He gave it back and said it looked really good. Elliot thanked him and asked if he could help him with an art project. He says he can't do art for shit, and Elliot agrees, so they go to the cafe, Frasier's. Bradley orders a drink and gets one for Elliot too. He recognizes Lola at the counter and says hi. The art project he's talking about is his friend Fritz. You know Fritz. He's from the evil group. I talked about him. Was coming down to say hi for a little while, and he wanted to make one of those like really cute plane signs, and he didn't know how to make one. Like, you know when you like wait at the airport and you hold up a sign? Yeah, he wanted to make one of those. I don't even know if they still do those, but yeah, that's that. I think we're finally past the wordy part. Please. Ooh, that's kind of wordy. Ooh. But no, we're not past the wordy part. But these are all like thumbnails of the comic. So that's the first page. Do I really need to read these out to you? I'm gonna go over them. I'm going over everything, but all these you can read in the actual webtoon, because these are like thumbnails from like the first chapter. So OMG, first page, Ayo. Oh my god. Only 3 panels. Starlight yells, "Hey, dumbass," while running towards the zombie with a knife. 2, Starlight gets ready to throw the knife. Panel 1 of page 2. Starlight gets ready to throw the knife. Panel 2, she throws it. Panel 3, show knife flying. Panel 4, it chops the zombie's neck. Panel 5, Starlight runs over, stunned. Page 3, Starlight reaches out to give Carly her hand and asks, "You good?" Not, "Are you okay?" or "How are you?" Just, "You good?" I changed that in this version, the version I redid. In this panel, show it facing Starlight. Yeah, Carly responds, "Yeah, thanks," stuttering, grabbing Starlight's hand. This view is from behind Starlight. 4, panel 1, Sodalite asks Carly what her name is. 2, Carly answers, Carly, ... yours, ? 3, Sodalite, nice to meet you, Carly. Page 5, Carly looks at her kind of shocked by how nice she is. Really? I mean, I guess she hasn't seen people in months, but she's literally just asking her name. Sodalite says, anyway, it's getting kind of dark. Should we head up to the Ferris wheel for the night? Carly agrees. Nodding, talk? I guess she's just nodding. And then 4, show Santa Monica zoomed out. Santa Monica is just like a beach town. So I just got to draw a pier. Yeah. Yeah. Page 6, show them going over the Ferris wheel. And Sodalite says, haha, but you're so young. Carly says, hey, I'm 14. I'm changing that to 13. But I think the point of that was to just like establish that there should be no shipping of these two. She's 14. And Sodalite says, and I'm 21. And then 3, they start climbing. Keep your grip tight and don't look down. Carly says, got it. And she's sweating bullets. Page 7, panel 1, Carly says, have you noticed those weird glowy cats? I mentioned those earlier. And then Sodalite said, or panel 2 shows weird glowy cats, and Sodalite says, yeah, I've pet them a couple times. Panel 3, what? But they glow. Does that not concern you? And she's sweating bullets. Panel 4 shows Sodalite laughing. No, not really. They're cats. Sparkle, sparkle. Okay. Panel 5, Sodalite again. Oh, we made it to the top. Show the top of the Ferris wheel cart. Page 8, Sodalite gets in kind of clumsy, and then Sodalite turns around and helps Carly in. Panel 3, we made it, says Sodalite. Show them facing the water, back view, and it's dark. Panel 4, they're coming out, says Carly looking down, and then panel 5, show them looking down. Page 9, panel 1, Sodalite says, hey, I'm going to California from here. I heard there's a safe base there. Wanna join me? Panel 2, Sodalite and Carly says, like as a team? ? Sodalite says, yeah, smiley face. Panel 4, Carly says, I would love to. And she's like on the verge of tears because somebody was nice to her. Anyway. Page 10. Oh my god, we're almost done with the first chapter. Sodalite says, but I am going to be honest here. 2, Sodalite says, I don't think we'll make it. We'll probably die trying. Panel 3, but what's wrong with trying? She holds out a fist bump. Panel 4, Carly says, as long as we don't die alone, and they fist bump. Panel 11, or page 11, my bad. Panel, I forgot the word. Sodalite says, I'm going to bed, and panel 2 says, the best I can. Oh, the best I can, because like the benches on the Ferris wheel were like really ugly and uncomfortable. I'm so happy I can hear my lizard behind me. I hope you can too, so you can hear how I'm not crazy for how like active she's being right now. I'm like so happy. Okay, anyway, that's so off topic. Okay, the best I can do, she says, crying. The unappealing Ferris wheel bench. I said ayo, am I a poet now for saying unappealing? Okay. Big word, go off. Third panel, Carly says, oh, and stutters and says, good night, smiling. Panel 4, Sodalite curls up on the side of the bench. Page 12, panel 1 shows squinting. Why do I feel like ... Her eyes widen. In panel 2, someone's watching me. Then panel 3 shows black with Carly staring at Sodalite, and then 5, staring at Sodalite scared. So that's that. I remember really liking that page, actually. I thought I did pretty good. And then this is the chapter in between. I wanted to draw her in a suit, because of course I did. I wanted to draw this woman in a suit, and I just wanted to draw her in like a cute dress. And then this is what I say after the first chapter. Literally, thank you for reading. I'm so excited for this story. Heart. Next update is the same date, next Tuesday. See you then. Yay! Oh, I think I said we're here. Okay. I can't believe the first chapter is done. Thank you to everyone who's liked, commented, or even just read the series. This series is really personal to me. I wrote it to cope with my mental health, and it's not just a story to me anymore. It's different from just a piece of art. It has dimension and characters who, as I write more about them, seem to become more and more like real people, and it's cool to have something that people can potentially relate to, and I have the possibility to create a really cool community with this webtoon. So thank you to everyone who's joined this webtoon ride early, and I hope you stick with it because it's going to be an epic ride. The sappy speech is over, LMAO. It was heartfelt though. Here's some bonus art. Stay epic, heart. Oh my god. Okay, that's kind of sweet though. I have to say, it's kind of sweet. That's what I thought. Oh, that's sweet. Anyway, okay. Oh, another chapter I have to go through. Oh, I don't want to do this. Okay, it's okay. Yes, okay. Gotta mentally prepare myself. Okay. Chapter. How long is this recording? Oh god, this is my third recording. There's 2 other parts to this. And this one alone is 30 minutes. This video is gonna be like 2 hours long. Oh, okay, anyway. Chapter 2. Yeah, chapter 2. It's dawn. Page 1. Sodalite's eyes are closed. She opens her eyes, and then looking over at Carly asleep, she thinks while looking over to her, it was probably just a dream. I'll ask about it later in case. Page 2. Sodalite stretches. She taps Carly's shoulder, telling her to get up and that they're going to look through the shops here for anything. Carly looks out the cart and says, but it's so early. Sodalite says, yeah, we're going to travel pretty far today, so we need to get going as soon as possible. Third, show them climbing down, show them at the bottom, show them walking. Then fourth page, show shop label. I'm going to go get some stuff for the road, stay out here. Carly stutters, wait, why? Sodalite says, if there's a zombie in there, I don't want you to get hurt. Page 5, stuttering, okay. No, okay, sad face. Sodalite says, I'll be out soon, don't worry. Show Sodalite heading in, and then show Carly anxious outside. By the way, Sodalite comes out with string, but for Carly, so she can protect her and go into dangerous places with her. My heart. Oh, a Sodalite, string and a bat, yeah. Page 1. Oh, this is the format when I was like I would put out 5 pages a week of my webtoon. That's so much, my god. I can't. That's so much work, man. That's so much work. I don't know how I did it. Actually, my style was way simpler then. But no, I remember like grinding and struggling to finish those pages a week because I would do 2 pages a day. So 2 times 7 is 14 pages a week. So I would have something for the school year too when I couldn't post. It didn't end up working out, but we'll get into that later. Okay, so page 1. Show zombies shriveled over by window. Sodalite got food, bats, stirring water bottles with filters too. Ooh, fancy. And hand sanitizer. Ooh, I'm yawning. Okay, page 2. Show Sodalite packing backpack with supplies and zombie shadow next to her. She notices it. Show her eyes. She grabs a knife from her pocket. She turns around quickly and stabs it before it can get to her. Page 3. That was way too close. Panicked. Was it watching me the whole time? Probably. I probably shouldn't tell Carly about this. Don't want her to worry. And then she grabs the stuff to leave. Page 4, Carly waiting outside. I'm back. Show Carly looking over at her with joy and longing of her long lost friend on her face. Yeah. Okay. Sodalite. So I got the basics, food, first aid, water, but I also got some other stuff. I noticed you were picking at your skin a lot last night, and then show cut off hand from fist bump. Page 5, so I got you some string to fidget with. If you want, I can teach you some tricks. Smiley face. I also got you a bat so you can come with me to dangerous places too. Sodalite. Carly, are you okay? And it shows her sobbing her eyes out. Carly full ass sobbing. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me. Carly hugs her, and Sodalite's like, why is she sobbing? But she hugs her regardless, and then she's like patting her on the head like, there, it's okay. Why the f*** are you crying? Anyway, okay. Page 1. Okay, Sodalite says, okay, now here's the plan. Shows map. Sodalite, we are here. Points to the map. And we need to get to here. Points to Los Angeles by the end of the day. Carly says, why Los Angeles? Sorry for the plane noise. Why Los Angeles? Also, how do you know there's a safe base in California? Sodalite says it's a more populated city, so I was thinking we could find some other people there. And on the back of the map, it has notes written on it, including the safe base. Carly says that makes sense. And then Carly says, are you ready for a really long walk? And they both say, yay! So excited. I would kill myself. The zombies could get to me. I'm not walking that far. Anyway, this map actually is made by Arlo, who I mentioned earlier. I think Arlo was like really big into research. That was their thing. They were really big researchers, just like as a hobby or their job, but they really liked research, and so they made that map, and they were gonna go to that place, but I think they left it behind somewhere or something, so they never ended up going. Or maybe Shikyo left it behind on purpose and convinced them that they didn't need to go to a safe base because she was gonna kill them anyway, so it's okay. Anyway, it's the end of another chapter, and I made a bonus comic, so enjoy. Pasta al tono, Unseen Cooking Channel, bonus comic, page 1. Welcome to the Unseen Cooking Channel. I'm Sodalite, and I'm Carly. Today we will be cooking an Italian dish called pasta al tono. I'm sorry for how bad I butchered that. First, we need to cook the noodles. Whoa, shocker. Carly says get a big pot and fill it with water. Sodalite does that. Then put it on the stove and set the stove to a high. Sodalite says, now we wait. You know the saying, a washed pot never boils? Carly says, I'm going to ignore that. And then she stares intensely at the pot. And then it zooms in on Carly's face and then zooms in some more. Sodalite says it's boiling. Carly, can you put the noodles in? Carly says, yes. Sodalite says, oh wait, Carly, there's a puddle. Carly pouring in noodles. That's what she's doing, I guess. And then Carly slips with the pot. Oh, water spills everywhere and it's boiling. Camera goes out. Show it up on YouTube as an epic fail. Oh my. I hope she's okay, personally. Okay, third chapter. Yes. Okay. Third chapter needs no plan, LMAO, brown color scheme. So first page, out of focus. Sodalite says we have a makeover day sometime. I personally really want to mess with your hair. She wants, oh, that's what I was mentioning earlier. We should have a makeover day sometime. Yeah, okay. Sodalite and focus. You really can't do anything with my short hair. Sad face. And then third panel, Carly says that sounds fun. Page 2, hey, on a bit of a darker note, I felt like I was being watched last night, and there's a bunch of dots there. Sodalite says, oh crap, it's almost sunset. We need to get somewhere safer. Have a small bubble with, did I just curse in front of a kid, LMAO? And then Sodalite says, we can talk about this later. And in this page, Carly is panicked before Sodalite says that they need to leave instead of focusing on the issue. Page 3, there's a lot of zombies down there. Maybe we could camp out up high in one of those buildings. Sodalite says, good idea, come on. And then Sodalite holds the door open for Carly, and then show faraway view of them running to a set of stairs. Page 4, Sodalite says, stay near the windows until we find a set of stairs in case there's any zombies. Carly nods, and then points over there. Show them going over the stairs, and Sodalite says, stay behind me and keep your bat ready. Then page 5, show them going up the stairs, and then a big crash. Oh, that's my laptop. A big crash. And then there's a zombie that gurgles. Gurgle. Okay, page 1, Starlight and Carly press against the wall, show them silent. Carly's covering her mouth. They're both covering each other's mouth, and they hear voices. Did you have to be so loud? Sorry, ... sweating bullets. Page 2, Starlight and Carly look at each other, confused from the voices, and then step, onomatopoeia. Then shows the top, I assume where the group is, and then shows August come out. Page 3, show August yell. Are any of you a doctor? And then Lola pops out, and before she can finish saying August's name, there's another gurgle from a zombie. Starlight and Carly look down, and August and Lola look down, and Frasier looks down too, and they're like, this man screwed us all over. And then page 4, come on, follow us. It waves, Frasier waits for them to follow, and so they follow. Page 5, running down hallways, running, stop at door. Can I finish this already? I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired. I'm sitting down. Okay. Page 1. In here, August calls to everybody. Panel 2, show zombie hiding by door. Frasier and Lola step in first. Frasier first, show Frasier scared and zombie getting close. Page 2, Lola shoves Frasier. Lola stabs the zombie to the wall with the dagger, and then show Lola's hand bleeding and Frasier looking at her. Elliot says, your hand is bleeding, and then Elliot also says, do you have any bandages? He asked that to Starlight or Carly. And then Starlight says, yeah, hold on. She looks through her bag, and August helps Frasier up from the back. In the background, Carly says, if, because she's stuttering again, you don't mind me asking, ... why do you need a doctor? And then show Lola's eyes stressed. August says, sorry for yelling back there. It's just we haven't seen anyone in a while, and we're looking for a doctor who can help our friend Bradley. He's really sick. Page 4. Starlight says, oh, I'm really sorry. Is there anything we can do to help? Frasier next to Lola says, no, there's nothing you two can do. We're headed back tomorrow to see him in the morning. And then Carly says, can we go with you guys? We haven't seen any other people in a while either. August says, sure. Would you like to hear about Bradley? Carly and Starlight say, sure. End of chapter. The beginning of the chapter is just like a single shot on a page. Show them all sitting, and Elliot begins, before the apocalypse. Page 2, show Bradley walking up, just put his bike away. Then Lola opens the door, ring from the doorbell. This is at the cafe. Bradley turns Lola, saying hello. Lola asks how culinary school is going, and then Bradley answers, check overall writing. Yeah, because I wrote it on the other page. Okay. Elliot notices Bradley. Elliot goes over and side hugs him. August waves at him and says, good morning. And then Bradley asks, where's Frasier? She's in the back preparing for the day. She gestures to the back. That's Lola. Frasier pokes out of the hallway. I heard the door ring. Oh, hey, Bradley. Good morning, he says, smiling. And then Frasier asks if he wants a coffee, and Bradley says that sounds good. Bradley literally flops down on the chair/table. August says, you seem tired, with a grin. Bradley goes over how he just had leg day, then biked over here, and he's really tired. Frasier comes over with the coffee, and Bradley says, thank you, starry eyes. So, Bradley claps. We haven't seen each other in a little while. What have you guys been up to? Page 2. Oh, this began another episode. Okay. Lola says proudly that she's working at the Frasier family bakery full-time now, and Frasier says they finally learned how to make macaroons. Elliot says he's getting into glass painting, and crossed out, I started collecting another comic series. Hello? I think Elliot's learning shorthand. Yeah, no, not Elliot. August's learning shorthand. Okay. All of them laughing and goofing off just on like one page. Page 4, show August laughing and Bradley shocked. Bradley asks what time it is. Elliot answers that it's 5:45. Bradley says, crap, I'm going to be late for work. Oh, okay, that makes more sense than college class, I guess. Okay.
Bradley chugs the coffee. He runs out, tossing the cup to the trash, and says, "Bye, have an epic day. Keep up the great work with the macaroons, painting, working, and shorthand. I'll see you guys later." Wow, that's really wordy. And then show him riding off on his bike. I think it was supposed to be like showing like individual attention, like he like pays attention to everybody. Okay, sure. Okay, another. Oh, this is back out of story time. They're like, it was nice before the apocalypse, like reminiscing. Elliot is, and then August says a comfortable. Oh no, so this is like out of like the flashback story now. Elliot's saying it was nice before the apocalypse, a comfortable daily routine. Elliot says his smile would light up the room, and now he can't even get out of bed. My God. Oh my God. Okay. And then Starlight says Bradley sounds like a great person. I really hope he gets better. August says, yeah, he is pretty great, and he's crying. Fraser says, well, I'm gonna go to sleep. Lola says, me too, and they look at Fraser. Starlight says goodnight. She turns to Carly and asks if she's tired yet. Carly says not really, and so Sodalite asks, do you want to learn a string trick then? And Carly says yeah. Elliot asks if they can watch. Sodalite says of course. They gather around her, and Sodalite says she'll be teaching cat whiskers. Bonus content, because it's the end of the chapter. Finally figure out how it goes, but the facts are Bradley has 4 friendship bracelets on his left arm. Each one represents Lola, Elliot, August, and Fraser. Lola got her earrings to match Fraser's when they first became friends. Fraser goes by her last name. People often get confused if the bakery her family owns is named after her. August and Elliot are twins, and August has really high metabolism, so he gets cold easily, hence why he has so many layers of clothes. Okay, I think these were just like fun facts I was trying to do. Just like fun facts about the characters that I want to put at the end of the chapter as bonus. Okay, I'm almost done with this, but I can't stomach anymore, so I'm gonna like take another break and then come back. Is it 11 o'clock on a school night? Yes. Do I have a test tomorrow? Yes. Do I also have a bunch of homework to do? Yes. Is my phone at 13%? Also yes. And I have no idea how long this recording is gonna be. Do I have to get up early, extra early, tomorrow as well? Yes. Am I determined to finish this? Am I determined to finish this long video? Yes. Yes, I am. So, I am finishing this. And this video is going to be short because there's only a couple pages left. There's only a couple pages left. So please bear with me as I get through this. Is my desk also messy? Yes. Don't mind it. Please just let me finish this long video. This might be my longest video ever. Okay. We are on this page is where I assume I left off. So, page 1, this is a dream. And ooh, salty. They have a boyfriend. Liking girls is weird. I just got a partner. Wow. Those are quotes from the comic page of her having a nightmare. That is so delightful. And there are eyes watching her. Wow. Hey, wake up. 2. Eyes open wider. We're about to leave. If you still want to see Bradley, you can come with us. This is Lola. And she hands a PB&J sandwich. Breakfast, says Lola. Thanks, says Sodalite. And then it shows Carly already eating hers. 3rd page, if we're heading to Downey, it's not too far from here. Sodalite nods. These sandwiches are really good. Fraser says, thank you, I made the jam. August, I confused him with Arlo, asked, are you guys ready? Sodalite says yes, and he turns around like, whoopee, and then he says, let's go. He's probably yelling in this, based on their first interaction. And then, empty hallway. Copy paste the panels, because I wrote that because I'm lazy at this point in the comic. I am lazy and tired and burnt out. You guys don't understand how burnt out I was by the end of the summer from working on this comic. Like, I loved this comic to death. I loved it so much, but my
God, I was burned out from it. It burnt me out in my art so much, and I spent a whole summer just making pages every day, and it really burnt me out. Okay, show Hall's stairs of dried zombies. They go down, show them from the back, and then they walk past the fountain that it showed them coming through. How many pages are left? Oh, these are like the last two like thumbnail things. Yeah, I have no idea if you guys can actually see the pages at this point because my brightness is all the way down because 13%. Okay, August holds the door open, Lola goes through, show them walking down the street. So how did you guys meet? Says Sodalite. Lola says it was a long time ago. Bradley had just moved and came to our school in the middle of the year. Elliot says despite that he became popular pretty fast. August says probably because he was always helping people because he's just a nice guy. He's the type of person that would take you out for a drink and be your personal therapist if he saw you crying. I actually wrote that on his reference sheet when first making him, and I just wanted to put that in there. Anyway, he would absolutely do that, says Lola. Anyway, it was on a windy day, ... Elliot was walking down the sidewalk with his art, and Elliot said, I was really proud of this piece. Why'd I only get an 80%? Crying while smiling. And then a tree sways in that panel because of the wind. See the imagery there? Yeah. Elliot loses his grip on his drawing and it flies away. Bradley yells from behind him, I got it! And then show him running past Elliot. Last page. Oh my goodness, golly gee. Okay, Bradley tries to grab it. Bradley tries to grab it again. Bradley tries to grab it, and he finally grabs it on the 4th panel of that page. He looks down at the drawing and thinks it's really good, and he is in awe. Yeah, he hands it back to Elliot and says, it is really good. Elliot says, thank you, with a small blush. Okay. Elliot says, well, I have homework I want to get done before the weekend. See you at school. Bradley runs in front of Elliot and says, actually, I was looking around for you too, to ask for some help. Stalker. Elliot says, what do you need help with? Bradley says, well, my friend is flying over here on Sunday to stay for a bit, and I want to make one of those big airport signs with his name on it, but I can't draw, like at all. So I was wondering if you could help me. Bradley says, I've seen your art around school and it's really good. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. You have to compliment the artist if you want something from them. It's not free. Give your local artist a compliment. Give me a compliment. There you go. Give me a compliment. Anyway, I'll pay you for your help, of course. I know art takes a while to get good at. There we go. Pay your local artist while you're at it. Pay me. Pay me. Pay me. Sure, I'll help you. Do you want to work on it tomorrow? That sounds cool. Do you want to work at that cafe down the street? I'm pretty sure it's called Fraser's Bakery or something. Ooh, the connection. Okay, that sounds good. See you around noon tomorrow. Yeah, see you then. Elliot walks away and they both wave goodbye. Oh my gosh, we're done with the thumbnails. Let's go. Okay. So after this, it was the school year, and I wasn't able to continue the comic anymore because I was burnt out, first of all, and I didn't have time with school. I barely have time for YouTube with school, y'all. It's lucky for me that I'm not an academic weapon. It is lucky that I have like a 4.1 weighted GPA. I'm so proud of that. That's like my life achievement. No, it's not. Art is my life achievement. But I could get a 5 if I really cast aside art. I'm kidding. I could never get a 5 GPA. I could never. Anyway, yeah. So after that last page, I decided that I would be putting like little blurbs of each chapter and like a paragraph or two of information, and then I would put some drawings beside it, and that's how I would carry out the rest of the story. I only did like one of those, and it's on my old art Instagram. I'll put it up on screen. It's really bad, but I'll put it up on screen. And so that's what I planned to do. It never went to fruition, but wow, what eloquent wording. But This was after I did like a really teary goodbye on Webtoon to like my 5 viewers of my Webtoon, which included my brother and his ex-girlfriend. Yeah, that was really sad. That goodbye really hurt to put out because I did put a lot into this Webtoon. But this is the rest of chapter 6. So Bradley explains that he's seen Elliot's art around school and that he would pay for his help because he knows his time is worth the pay. Elliot agrees to help and they decide to work on it tomorrow around noon. They settle on meeting at the bakery near Elliot's house. Drawings. First, Bradley is like, yay, with dollar signs. I'll pay, of course. Second, Elliot, so noon at Fraser's bakery tomorrow. Third image, these are just like stupid little doodles that I would put like on the page. Bradley with a cart of supplies, looking at art supplies, thinking, how much glitter should I get? Fourth, both of them in different places, thinking, why does Fraser sound so familiar? Then that would be a stupid drawing, just like a chibi, I think. And then that's the setup for the page that I was thinking. And then same color palette as the rest of the flashback. And then I think I'm going to start using my erasable pens for planning stuff. So as you can see next, that's a lot of color. But as you can see after that, yeah, it got kind of sad. It got kind of sad as there's nothing left and there's like half a notebook left of this. So yeah, chapter 7. Oh, there was more. Okay. Chapter 7. Overall, Bradley and Elliot meet up and work on the poster. Fraser, Lola recognize them, and August comes along because he's bored. Summary. Bradley and Elliot meet up at the Fraser bakery when they said they would, except Bradley was half an hour early to set up, and because he wanted to be polite, Elliot introduces Bradley to August since he had nothing to do and decided to tag along. They order drinks, and August orders way too many coffees. They work until Bradley realizes who the staff of the bakery are. Quote, I just realized you guys go to our high school, right? You're Lola and Fraser. Sorry I didn't realize sooner. They spend the rest of the afternoon becoming closer, talking about classes and working on the poster. By the time it's 6 p.m., they had just finished the poster and were packing up to head home. How does a poster take 6 hours to make? I don't think a airplane poster, I don't know what they're called, needs to be that intricate, man. Okay. Fraser and Lola had ended up helping since there weren't too many customers that day. Wow, I can't speak. And they all decided to go as a group to the airport to welcome Fritz home. To visit? I don't know. Drawings. Bradley and Elliot saying hi, Bradley at the table, Elliot approaching. 2, Bradley waiting with an arrow sign saying half an hour early. Stupid drawing. Stupid drawing was my way of saying like chibi drawing because they didn't really look like chibis, but they looked stupid, so I just call them stupid drawings. 3rd, Elliot introducing Bradley and August. 4th, August ordering a shit ton of coffee, Lola sweating bullets, really nervous, and August like holding up 3 more coffees on his hand. Bradley and August working on a poster, August on his phone playing Angry Birds with a shit ton of coffee. 6, Bradley realizing who they are. 7, them all working on the poster. 8, finished poster. This chapter takes up 2 pages. Then chapter 8, which never got finished. Okay, because I was just so burnt out. I couldn't even do this at this point. Chapter 8, that's a lot of exclamation marks. Just a big picture of them all at the airport with a poster waiting for Fritz. I love them. Heart, heart, heart. That is the last thing I wrote. Oh wait, I'm done. I'm free. I'm free. I'm free. I've finally done my younger self justice. I'm so sorry about my hand if it's grossing you out, by the way. I'm having like really bad eczema flare up right now. It's not contagious, I promise. So excuse that. Imagine I just put a giant like cat cut sticker over it and you just can't see anything. I might do that. That's really embarrassing. But this is still recording, right? Yes, it is. We made it. I'm gonna go to the outro where I will have a more meaningful, in-depth, reflective, whatever else big words I can think of and actually be meaningful about this outro because I'm not feeling very sentimental right now. I'm just thinking I finally got this shit done. Let's go. So yeah, I have homework to do. So, hello, future me who's doing an outro. Wish me luck on that test tomorrow. Yes! All right, we did it. We got through middle school me's everything. This webtoon really helped me get through some rough times, so I'm really happy that you could join me for this. Please don't dog on me too hard for how bad the story is, but on to the redraw of the webtoon. By the time the video is up, I will have posted the redraw on Webtoon under my original comic. I'll leave a link to it in the comments as well as the description, so if you want to read it, you can go read it. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like the video, you should definitely consider liking, commenting, or even subscribing. And with that, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Goodbye!